Here's the Josh Shanks story. Thelma had an affair with Josh. Now, Jimbo and Thelma called it an affair. Josh Shanks said it never happened. Josh said all Thelma did was buy him a car. Now, why is this important? Well, in the Shelby Shell trial, Josh's name came up. When Jimbo was showing the trial on YouTube, he wanted to cut that part out so nobody knew about Josh Shanks. Even though it wasn't about Thelma, it just said Josh's name, and Jimbo got all paranoid. That's when Kemper and Jimbo broke up. Kemper said, "No, I'm not cutting anything out of the trial." And Jimbo was like, "Dude, it's about, it involves my, a sensitive subject, Josh Shanks." And Kemper wouldn't budge, so they split up on integrity issues. Well, fast forward that to Ernie finds out. And Ernie's like, the reason Jimbo didn't want it brought up was because Ernie would use it against Jimbo. And Jimbo didn't want that. And Ernie said later on, "Jimbo, I would never do that to your family." So then what happened? Oh, then they had the fist bump. And after the fist bump, Jimbo and Ernie had the fist bump. That's when Nicolina split with Jimbo because they said, how dare you make up with Ernie? So, okay, now I'm getting ahead of myself. Fast forward that to SpeakEaZy. I'm going to play just a clip of your video. It's on members only. I'll put a link to it. If anybody wants the whole video, it's on SpeakEaZy's members only. You've got to buy a membership to watch it. But I'll show you just a sample of the clip. And I don't have much time to do this. Let me share my screen here. It was easier just to make the video to tell you about it than it was to try to write it. If anybody remembers this, or about the whole thing. Now, this is just a sample of the interview from SpeakEaZy. I'll put the link to SpeakEaZy's interview because it's an 1.5-hour interview. And this is just a sample.
They've always said I don't bring nothing new. That's what they keep crying about. But I give you guys something new all the time. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to keep this, right? We're going to make sure we keep this shit rolling. Oh, here we go. Hey.
What up?
What up? What up?
There's the man. What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening, dog?
The real Josh Shanks right here.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
What we want to know?
Well, okay, let's just start with how you met Jimbo.
I used to fight in this little bullshit MMA.
Okay.
Welcome everybody. I didn't say hi to.
And
how much time?
Okay, so how was he with that MMA shit?
Do what now?
How was he with that MMA shit? Because I've heard he's ripped a lot of people
crooked as fuck. He'd promise you.
Josh tells more things than just the part about Thelma too. And yes, he was paid for this interview. SpeakEaZy didn't pay it; somebody else did.
Motels, your money.
No,
never paid you. He'd say you get $500 a fight, you might get 50 and a half a tank of gas.
Wow.
There was always
just like everybody says about him.
Oh yeah, he's a cold piece of shit.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, so a lot of people want to hear about, because he wrote it about some shit in his book. Everyone wants to hear like how you got involved with the Thelma and how that all went down.
He wrote it he thinks I fucked his wife.
So it didn't even happen?
No.
So he just makes this up. What
Man,
made him
this
start
son of a
going
bitch
around
is
saying
retarded,
that?
dog, for real. Like, for real, he's retarded. You hear me? Like, I've never kissed her. She's never sucked my dick. I'm nothing.
What
This
the
motherfucker got mad because she bought me a BMW.
She bought you a BMW.
You want to ask my old lady?
I believe. I believe. But if she wants to confirm, I'm cool with that too. But yeah, like, so she bought you. What did she have a thing for you then?
I mean, I would say so. You buy somebody a BMW, you might want something from them. You want to see the song down, son?
Shit. That's hilarious.
Then he said,
Like, so this was it random though? Like, she just randomly showed up, saying, "Here's a BMW."
I see they had a little poker house. You know what I'm saying? We used to play cards and shit. And I'd crash my car, and I started talking about it and shit and stuff. And she's like, well, "If you find a car, I'll buy it for you." You know what I'm saying? Got all this money and shit. They made mad money. I was like, matter of fact, I don't know where the car is at. Shit, next day, ching ching.
Oh fuck! What about the poker house? See, I heard about this too. What the fuck? What is that? He had like a little underground casino, or
basically, you know, like a little we call them ding dings up here in the country. You know, little poker machines. You know, you play.
Yeah.
Okay, that's just a sample of Easy's video. I don't know why this is not wanting to copy and paste in here. Probably because I got 18 million tabs open. But this will be just a short and sweet one. If anybody has any questions, let me know real quick. But that's the Josh Shanks story. Hey, Smokey. Jimbo's talked about it, you know. But and now, according to Josh, there was an affair. But according to, and it's in Jimbo's book, The Rise and Fall of Warrior MMA. Judo has that book, but it's in the book. It also talks about how Jimbo. Yeah, Katie, that's what we don't understand. Katie said, so he made the sex part up. That you'll see later on in this interview. That's what they're shaking their heads for, because Josh is like, you know, why would Jimbo say that? But Jimbo made a big fucking deal out of it when it came out about the trial. When the name come up, Jimbo's like, Kemper, we can't say that name because my wife had an affair with him, and I don't want Ernie to use it against me. And Kemper's like, well, I'm not cutting it out because, you know, we said we'd show it all. So yeah, they don't understand it. Unless Jimbo was just being a drama queen. But as much as he said it offended him, I don't know why he would, you know, and then say things like that. But yeah, and like I said, Judo has the book that talks about Jimbo and Thelma and Jimbo and Thelma getting a stripper and going back to motels. Kind of creepy, right? But yeah, so he has the book in his hand. He'd probably have to send it to you, Katie. I guess it talks about it. I've never read the book. Easy was having Resto read it on his channel for a while, a chapter a night. But it was kind of snooze fest. But yeah, so oh yeah, it's an actual book, Katie. I sent you a picture of it. But I've sent so much crap, I don't know who I've sent it to. Thank you, Buttercup Baby. And like 3 times I got Jamie's email address, and 3 got to write it down again. So if you guys want to, what was I saying? If you want to, forward whatever you want to Jamie. I'm trying to copy and paste this link, and I don't know why it's not doing it. But yeah, but for like 2 years, everybody tried to get Josh Shanks interview, and nobody could get it. And Easy got it. Oh, you stupid thing. And now somebody. You're welcome. Yeah, and if Jimbo or anybody wants to question why, I'm sending stuff because Jimbo, we could have parted ways with just when I fuck you. But the minute you lied about me, game on. You know that I fucking asked you permission to post that Molly video, and you know you gave me permission. And you sat there and lied and had people lie for you. So fuck you, Jimbo. And fuck you, Thelma. Is it really just about Ernie? Oh, I'm sure Josh might embellish some things, but I think for the most part, Josh was truthful. He had no reason to lie, really. Yeah. Let me see if I can paste this link now. Dang it. Just a second. Let me go recopy it. My computer's running so slow. Okay. Also, Easy has a video. I can't find it. I'm gonna try to message him, but Discord just drives me crazy. Unless it pops up, I can't find it. He has a video of all the nasty shit that Jimbo said about women. And I'm sure it was in a video plus one of his live videos. And I know some of y'all don't get along with Easy, but just, just because Easy's been good to me and I respect Easy, if you got anything from me from Easy, if you'd share his link, that would be great. Okay, I'm still looking for that video to get the link for it. It was totally unexpected too. We was just watching Brad Inlow, so he was to drop his link, and he's from Harlan, and he said, "Hell yes, I know Josh. In fact, I can get him over here." So Brad went and got Josh, and that's how Josh came over for the interview. It was nothing anybody had planned. So then they just went over to Easy Stream. Oh. Why can't I find that video now? It's because I'm used to going backwards to forward. Oh, well, shit. I'll just post it in the video description when I find it. Thank you, Buttercup. But yeah, so that's the story. That's the story. If anybody has any questions, you couldn't care less. Oh, you know what happened to me and Jimbo? Jimbo thought I was just the golden child, and just loved all my work until I noticed that he was working with Nicolina. Now, he'll tell you, Easy put that in her head. No, Jimbo, I seen you over there in her chat. I know how you two slimes are. And when I seen him work, Jimbo and Nicolina rubbing footsies, I went on Jimbo's live and I said, "Fuck you, Jimbo." Now, they came together for the greater good to take down Easy. Josh Shanks. Victory, we're talking about Josh Shanks. Yeah, not giving anybody any money. They say could care less. And I guess they could care less. If they could care less, that's not meaning anything. But if you couldn't care less, that's what means something. But so I went over on Jimbo's live and I said, "Fuck you, Jimbo." Well, instead of, like when Easy said, "Fuck you, Connie," instead of us talking about it, and realizing that sometimes friends can say "fuck you," Jimbo said, Oh, yeah? Well, remember that video you made of Molly's song? You know, the Molly song? And he said, I told you not to post that video, and you did it anyway. And I said, bullshit. You know, Jimbo, that I asked you. I asked you for permission to post that because that's just how I am. I wouldn't post it. I wouldn't post it without your permission. He said, I told you, Thelma told you, many people told you not to post it. That's bullshit. But what hurt the most was not Jimbo, was some of my mods that were his mods said, yeah, Connie, Jimbo told you not to post that. I said, show me where Jimbo told me not to post that. I have a phone that's broke right now that has a text on it that I sent to Jimbo that said, I seen this, Jimbo, look what I found, but I don't want to upset anybody, but I want to make this clip. What do you think? And Jimbo's exact words were to me, Molly's already seen it. Go ahead and post it. And in fact, Jimbo told everybody that Molly had to go to therapy because of that song. Thelma made a Waterworks crying video about how that song put her daughter in therapy, which as I look back at it now, it's Thelma lying and playing us all. But what else? So yeah, that then Jimbo started lying on me, and then of course him and Kemper started calling me a skank and a fat bitch and probably a gash too. I don't know. You know, Kemper's got all those great words, you know. Yep. So I said my mods that were Jimbo's mods, and I kind of split. And I said, I'll tell you what. I said, Jimbo's all for posting messages between people. Post my message, Jimbo. Since I can't get to mine because my phone broke, but I still have it. In case I absolutely have to get it, I will go get it fixed just to get that text message. But Jimbo, I dare you, post that text message. You won't. You won't. Well, he might be all bark, Katie, but I'll show you why they say he's no bite. Let me find it. Oh, here we go. Okay, come on, thing. He might be all bark, but he's sure not all bite. Does that come up on the screen? There we go. Remove that. So Buttercup said they treated me like, yeah, they. Oh, I won't. We got to coddle White Rabbit, you guys. Every time she's over here, we're supposed to coddle her. Yep. Now they're best friends again. Yep. But yeah, they had nothing nice to say about me, so it was really crazy. And that's why I said, fuck you, Jimbo. You know, people, I went over there and I said, fuck you, Jimbo, because he was doing a poll at the time. And he'll tell you it's about the poll, that they were all voting for Nicolina instead of Easy. The poll wasn't even it. The poll was just happened to be at the same time. She lost her mind over a poll. No, she lost her mind because you were having anything to do with Nicolina. And Easy didn't have a damn thing to do with it. I have a mind of my own, and I'm not stupid. And lo and behold, what happened? They came together. That's why they call me the miracle worker, Katie, because Jimbo and Nicolina hated each other. I mean, hated each other for two years. I mean, you've seen the shit they did to each other. All it took was me one time to say, fuck you, Jimbo, for a miracle to happen for Jimbo and Nicolina to be friends again. They hate bonded because Nicolina thought it would hurt me. I'm sure Nicolina thought, oh, won't this just get her? I'll go over and be friends with Stan now, because that was what she was doing. She was going around to where, you know, people were I associated with and was being friends with them. She thought that would be the ultimate coup. Little did she know that did me a favor. Yes, there should be. She did me a favor. And it didn't break my little heart at all. I took so much shit for being his friend, for him to turn around and lie about, because, you know, Jimbo's a one-upper, just like Crime Time Grimes said. He's got to one-up you. So when I was mad at him about Nicolina, he had nothing to come at me. And all of a sudden, he just pulls out of his ass, oh, yeah? Well, we told you not to play that Molly video. Yep, so, hey, Kimmykins. That's all he had to say about it, and it was on from there. But my mods didn't need to lie about me. If my mods can show me anywhere Jimbo said not to play that video, if Jimbo could show me a text where he told me not to play that video, I'll kiss their ass and post a redaction. But I know very well it's exact opposite way around. I asked him for permission. So, oh yeah, he's all quick to post texts, unless it's the one I want him to post. But I just thought this would be an easier way to explain it than writing and taking forever. And if anybody has any more questions, I think I'll end it, because I'm busy keeping these dogs busy, because the one's still in heat. Sugar Pie told me to put Vicks Vapor Rub on my dog's, the base of his tail. I'm assuming she meant the one that was, hey, D-Boss, the one that was in heat. I hope so. But I didn't know that it did anything, but I didn't know what it was supposed to do. Hey, D-Boss, I was just getting ready to end it. It was telling the Josh Shanks story, because everybody wanted to know the Josh Shanks story. And again, I'll post the link to SpeakEaZy's video in the video description. And if I get a hold of him and he can show me where that, the link to that video of all the shit Jimbo said about women, you know, his foul mouth, him and Kemper, I'll post that in there too. Hey, Opal. Yep. Let me look back up here, see if anybody has any more questions. Yeah, Dodie, it wasn't the poll. Yep. Yep. And Kemper said his name many times. That's fine. Kemper, his name is Matthew Kemper. Matthew Richard Kemper, not to be confused with Richard Matthew Kemper. Now, with that Richard Matthew Kemper is on the sex offender. That's not Kemper. I repeat, that is not Kemper. That dude is not Kemper. Mama T ran with that, but that's not Kemper. So, yeah, I gotta do something today with the dogs. I could keep them occupied for a while, then I gotta switch activities. Oh, I know, Kentucky sure is. For his rent. I couldn't imagine. If my rent was due, you'd be the last people to know. Or I'd be on here doing hula hoops or something to earn it. Not just running my mouth. So. Yep. Let me get that off there for you folks. Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure he'll make up some lie about me. Yep, and I did it for both of them. Yeah, I even made a video saying that Kemper is not this registered sex offender. They loved me to death until I said, fuck you, Jimbo. And his ego couldn't take it, a fuck you, Jimbo. I mean, yeah. Just like when Easy was mad at me, he had a right to be mad at me. Just like when I was mad at Jimbo, I had a right to be mad. You're right. Hey, Lulu. And let me see. Is there any other news? Ernie's still dying. Yeah, now I'll hate bomb with somebody that I don't know. Like if I meet you and you're like, hey, bitch, I hate Nicolina. And I'm like, bitch, I don't like Nicolina either. Then I'll bond with you. But I'm not going to go back to people that I hate to bond. If I don't like you, I don't like you. He's got a huge ego. Huge ego. I think of what else is going on today. Ernie's still pulling his shit. He would have a PET scan. That's all I'm saying. He would have a PET scan, and he would have papers to show. And until he does, Ernie, you better rethink your life. Selling your soul to the devil is not the way to go. Repent now. Repent now. Okay, well, thank y'all for being here on such short notice. Sorry I didn't have time to say hello to everybody, but like I said, I was going to do it unlisted, and then I'm like, no, let's just get it. Let's just do it. Invite the whole world. And Jimbo, feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. You wonder why she's including my wife. Oh, another thing that Jimbo said about Easy. He said, she picked him over me. And that wasn't the case. I was, trying to be friends with both. Did you hear on Tyrants when Thelma said Jimbo, yeah, I couldn't have kids? Yeah, they said they went to a fertility expert. Now, they're the only poor folks that I know that can go to a fertility expert and get weight loss surgery, too. I guess maybe Kentucky has hella good health care. I don't know. If you're bringing it to the internet and you're using it to grift off the internet and you have a history of telling tall tales like Ernie does and your stories don't match up, you absolutely do. If you don't want it on the internet, then don't bring it to the internet. That's what I'm going to do. Hula hoop with a chainsaw. But yeah. Thelma was 27 before they had their first kid, she said. Well, see, now that was another thing I was white knighting for them. People were saying, just to be mean, I think it was Lori. It would have been his daughter, though, because 13 years ago would have been his daughter's age, was saying that was Josh Shanks' kid. And I said, people, don't say that. Don't say that. That's mean. Well, now I'm at this point where I don't give a fuck. Oh, I was going to say, why Thelma's fair game. Thelma's fair game because Thelma's on the internet running her mouth. Hey, Peach. The shit she said about Katie and chiming in on it, you're fair game, Thelma. Game on. I took so much shit for being, just being in their chat. And then they want to turn around and lie on me. And that's when I quit covering Nicolina. Because I was like, you know what? She just signed her cancellation right there. I don't need to cover anymore. We started being friends with Jimbo. She canceled herself, just like Ernie's his worst enemy. No, but it's not free tacos again. It's not just free tacos. That's a manipulation tactic. You think that, people are just sending free tacos. No, there's women out there that are just sending him lots of cash because, make no mistake, that's how he rolls. And it's the emotions. It's more the emotions than it is the money. And don't put a GoFundMe, I'm sure, is inside. Yes, she did make terrible comments about me. Kemper's just foul to women. When I was talking about the Kemper and Jimbo split, Kemper made videos but deleted them, so there's no Kemper running his mouth, but there's sure some of Jimbo running his mouth. And I want to say I've lost my thought process. What am I going to say about that? Oh, hell, I'll think about it. I'll think about it later, I guess. Wonder why I just had that. Hey, Nina. Oh, yeah, and it was an attack, too. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Jimbo tells a story of how Kemper said Jimbo was working with Ernie. And then I need a hug free side. But I'm a big one, so it'd probably take two to hug me. Josh was paid $100 to do that interview. I was there, Penny. It was $100. And I already said that at the beginning that he was paid. But he had no reason to lie. And it's not like anybody made it up. It's out of Jimbo's own mouth that Josh Shanks had an affair with his wife. So, and Josh Shanks could have said, yeah. Josh Shanks could have said, yeah, I boinked her. But Josh said no. She bought me a BMW, but we never had sex. So isn't it weird that Jimbo would say that they had an affair and had sex when Josh said they didn't? If he was paid to, you know. So, it's not. It's really not. But too much about Ernie's story doesn't make sense. You know, no. Now I'm not going to go as far as just to wish he had cancer or hate him. You know, I hope he doesn't. I don't want him to die. I just want him to do right. Yeah, $100. Did he say it at the beginning? It was an emotional affair. I guess because it was just a. I know, Opal. I can't find that clip. That's what I'm looking for. I'm gonna try to message Easy to see where that clip is. I don't know if he never got it posted or if he just had it in. Guys, quit. See, my dogs are getting restless. Chiquita, Edith. Oh my gosh, I don't even mute to scream at these. Fizz Crank, I thought about that too. Yeah. Opal, that's what I thought, but if he published it or not, if it was just in one of his lives, I don't know. Yeah, then he changed what he said. Edith, yeah, my dog's name's Edith. Chiquita. We have the little one that's named Chiquita. We have the big one that's named Tiny. And they're play fighting now, but it drives me crazy. I don't know how it came at Edith, but they're all through playing now. But just like kids at home, somebody's going to get hurt here in a minute, and it's going to turn serious, and then they're going to get all butt hurt. And they can only play together so long before they fight. Can you hear them? That's the little one making all the noise. Oh, see, somebody got hurt. Okay, just a minute. I want to yell again. My pit bull that died. His name was Clarence. Yep. Gotta go chase my dogs. Edith stays at home because she's a fatty. She ain't gonna go nowhere. She ain't gonna run off. She knows where her meals are. But Chiquita, the little one, oh boy. And she's the alpha, but she's the little one. And the Rottweiler's still a puppy. So she don't know that she could be the alpha. Yes, that's what they did. Aw. Yeah, we had one. We had Bella. Bella died the day that I was on White Rabbit's panel with Bullhorn Betty. She was 13, and that day she died. And Bullhorn Betty said, I made Constance cry. No, bitch, my dog made me cry. You were just, an emotional twat at the time. Okay. The two little ones, Chiquita and Edith, are Rottweiler and Chihuahua mix. And then the big Rottweiler you just heard, she's all Rottweiler. Hey, Frankie. And all of the Rottweilers, all of them have the same mom, a Rottweiler, and they have different dads. So, yeah. The big full-blooded Rottweiler is the one we call Tiny, and she's just a puppy. Oh, yes. I had it saved somewhere. I don't know if Rabbit does or not, but yep. The first time that she would ever confront me, because it was after her. It was after her. What did I did? No. The next day she went live from her beach house and was drunk talking about me. But yeah, she jumped off the panel after, what did I do to you? And I was like, you didn't do nothing to me. It's what you do to, the LARPing. Same shit I gave Ernie hell for. But yeah. And then she's like, well, I'm going to go. She wouldn't stay up there very long, and she left. But I hounded White Rabbit, and I'm like, can I tell my story? Can I tell my story? Yes, I was naked one time. And White Rabbit's like, no. And then finally she's like, let it all out day or something like that. Like, can I tell my story? And she's like, go ahead. And that was the day my dog died. Yeah. Thank y'all for being here. I really do have to go. The dogs are giving me the look like, okay, now we're being quiet. Take us out. So I'm going to take him out. And since she's in heat, they can find any way out, or I can find him any way in. If anybody has any questions, leave a comment on the video or email me, ConnieKR68@gmail.com. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you later.